Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 rewatched Nickelodeon moments.
Don't say a word!
To confess the love that dared not pass these lips, then seal them to my loves in one sweet, tender kiss.
Stand down. This battle is over.
For this list, we'll be looking at scenes from Nickelodeon shows that had us clicking replay on YouTube and rewind on our televisions. Needless to say, there will be spoilers. Which Nickelodeon moment never gets old for you? Let us know in the comments. Number 20, Doug and Patty's date. Doug. After years of will they or won't they tension, Doug Funny lands a date with Patty Mayonnaise.
Wow, just me and Patty. I wonder if that means it's a date! Congratulations, Doug!
At least it might have been a date. Doug isn't entirely sure going in, and the night is hard to get a read on.
She's dressed up. Okay, it's a date. 2 please. Thank you. Here's your...
1, please. Thank you. Come on, Doug, we'll be late.
The same can be said about the movie they go see, Kiss in Cold Blood. Is it a monster movie, a date movie, or a predecessor to The Shape of Water? Likewise, Patty and Doug aren't sure if their night out is a whatever.
I don't know. Are you saying it was a,
No, I don't think it was necessarily a whatever, unless you think it was a,
Their adorably awkward banter accumulates with an almost kiss before Patty says goodbye. While their relationship status is left unconfirmed, the ambiguous nature of the night warranted multiple viewings for further analysis. Plus, it's the closest these two come together on the Nickelodeon series. Number 19, Drake sings at Helen's wedding, Drake and Josh. The Drake and Josh movie, Really Big Shrimp, was Nickelodeon's highest rated TV event upon release.
There were so many downloads, it crashed our server. Drake Parker, I think you're about to have yourself a #1 hit.
Makes sense, seeing as how this was intended to be the series finale. As such, the movie brings several milestones for the characters. Drake lands a record deal, and Helen ties the knot with Buzz. Although the wedding is nearly ruined by a little fire, the parking lot makes for an unlikely romantic venue. Josh also rekindles his relationship with Mindy and becomes assistant manager.
You want to get back together?
Okay. But I get to be the girlfriend.
Hey, Josh! Got something for you.
The celebration is topped off with Drake performing Makes Me Happy.
I just can't stop singing now 'cause it makes me happy.
While the movie closes out with Drake and Josh fighting over a piece of big shrimp, this deeply satisfying scene is what keeps us coming back. It leaves every major character on just the right note. Number 18, Kid Danger vs. Drex, Henry Danger. Like many classic villains, Drex was Captain Man's closest ally before turning to evil. Of course, most classic supervillains don't spend their time picking on kids at the playground.
Well, after I rattle your brain with this, you're not gonna know who you are!
Peekaboo.
Kid Danger intervenes, pitting Captain Man's current sidekick against his former sidekick. What ensues is an epic showdown, or at least as epic as a showdown can be with a jungle gym serving as a set piece. In addition to being from the highest rated episode of Henry Danger, this scene has gained more than 25 million views on the show's official YouTube channel. While the fight itself is worth several rewatches, it's this line that cracks us up every time.
Oh my god, conflict!
With his newfound enhanced reflexes, Henry dodges Drex's punches and gives the villain a stern spanking.
One more time! Sure! Spanky, spanky, spank your butt! Do not! Spanky, spanky, spank your butt! Oh, do not dang!
Number 17, Danny inside Tucker's dream, Danny Phantom. Sure, Danny's various kisses and fake-out makeouts with Sam inspired many rewatches, yet we're singling out an almost kiss that took a more comedic turn. Venturing inside Tucker's dream, Danny finds himself in a glorious mansion with fancy vehicles and an endless supply of chocolate milk.
Can I interest either of you ladies in a beverage? Say, chocolate milk?
Also, Danny just so happens to be the janitor in Tucker's wildest fantasy. As Tucker puckers up with some twins, Danny steps in, much to his horror.
Hate to cramp your style, dude. Actually, no, I don't.
I can't neglect you, my pet.
Seriously, I'm your janitor?
This sends Tucker screaming out of his dream-turned-nightmare, while the audience screams with laughter. Tucker's terrified reaction mixed with Danny's dismayed interjection is worth more than a few replays.
And just so you know, I don't do windows.
Number 16, Loud Parents Unwrapped, The Loud House. In this heartwarming episode, Lincoln learns that the grouchy Mr. Grouse won't be able to see his family over the holidays.
Seeing all of us together must make him miss them even more.
Usually I'm impervious to human emotions, but...
No wonder he's such a grumpy butt this time of year!
The Louds and McBrides rally to give Grouse a Merry Christmas, greeting him with a touching carol carried by Luna.
Ditch the list, hug who you're with, 'cause that's what Christmas is all about.
While the song will get you in the holiday spirit, that's just one reason why this scene is so rewatchable. What really makes this moment stand out is that parents Lynn and Rita Loud reveal their faces.
We're bringing our family to you.
How about it, neighbor?
The two went almost 50 episodes without fully exposing themselves from the neck up, leading us to assume this was a Cow and Chicken or Muppet Babies thing. So we had to rewind and pause just to make sure our eyes didn't deceive. Talk about a Christmas gift. Number 15, Korra confronts Kuvira, The Legend of Korra. The Legend of Korra gave us 3 phenomenal villains, and Unalaq. Kuvira was perhaps the most complex antagonist introduced throughout the show's 4-season run.
You had to know what you were doing wasn't right. I was trying to help my people. Sue turned her back on the Earth Kingdom. You were gone. I had to do something.
In the vein of many real-world dictators, Kuvira views herself as the hero, even as she attacks Republic City in a giant mecha. The rousing final battle climaxes with Avatar Korra facing off against the equally resolute Kuvira, showcasing some of the franchise's finest fight choreography. The action is so fast-paced that you want to slow it down to study every frame. It isn't until Korra bends an energy beam, opening a new spirit portal and saving Kuvira in the process, that the villain accepts defeat.
Stand down. This battle is over.
Naturally, a finale this thrilling couldn't be viewed only once. Number 14, Eliza Thornberry and Rebecca, The Wild Thornberries. Being a show about a young girl who communicates with animals, The Wild Thornberries had no shortage of fantastical elements. At the same time, the series wasn't afraid to explore the harsh reality of nature. In this tear-jerking episode, Eliza bonds with Rebecca, an African elephant her father saved 2 decades ago.
Oh, Rebecca, I knew you'd remember him.
An elephant never forgets, especially not a man as kind as your father.
Although Rebecca survived her encounter with poachers, nobody can save her from the circle of life.
No one needs to take care of me, Eliza. I have raised a lot of calves who are now raising calves of their own. I've been head of the herd for more seasons than I can count. And my time has come.
As the sun sets on the horizon, Rebecca lies down and never gets back up, leaving Eliza devastated.
I just met you. I don't want to say goodbye.
Then we won't. Didn't we have a lovely day today?
Yes, but...
Shh. Tell me about it again.
Even with her extraordinary powers, Eliza can only do so much. It's a poignant moment that teaches us about the inevitability of death. No matter how many times we revisit this scene, it never fails to trigger the waterworks. Number 13, Screw in the Tuna, Keenan and Kel. When Keenan nearly consumes a screw from a can of tuna, he takes his case to court.
Just because a screw? There's no telling what kind of damage that screw caused.
Yeah, I do feel damaged.
Yeah.
Keenan seems poised to receive $10 million, with Kel acting as his star witness. In typical fashion, Kel's incompetence brings Keenan's downfall. Kel cracks on the stand, admitting that he accidentally dropped the screw in the can, meaning the tuna company holds no responsibility.
I did it! It was an accident! I didn't mean it! I dropped the screw in the tuna!
Kel goes over the top, literally throwing himself on the mercy of the court and leaving the audience in stitches. For every kid growing up in the 90s, this was our OJ trial, and we couldn't get enough. In addition to replaying this scene several times, there were more than a couple of kids on the playground quoting, "I dropped the screw in the tuna."
No more questions.
Number 12, Happy Happy Joy Joy, the Ren and Stimpy Show. In what might be the show's most iconic episode, Stimpy invents a helmet that forces Ren to be happy 24/7.
I must go do nice things!
Behind Ren's giant grin is an enraged chihuahua who wants nothing more than to lash out at Stimpy. It's both hilarious and disturbing seeing Ren fall victim to the happiness helmet. He's officially pushed over the edge when Stimpy plays his favorite record, Happy Happy Joy Joy by Stinky Whizzle-Teats.
Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy.
After slapping butts with Stimpy a few times, Ren frees himself from the blissful madness by taking a hammer to the helmet. Even with the helmet destroyed, we still can't get Happy Happy Joy Joy out of our heads decades later. But hey, at least the song taught our grandmothers how to suck eggs.
Thank you, Stimpy.
Happy to be of service?
Number 11, Chuckie versus the Slide. Rugrats. Rugrats was genuine in its portrayal of how young children process difficult issues, such as the loss of a parent. The show also authentically tackled concerns that seem minor in retrospect, but huge through the eyes of a baby. Take Chuckie confronting the playground slide, for example.
And tomorrow morning, when we go to the park, I'm not gonna be a scaredy cat. I am going down that slide. I hope.
When you think about it, not much is at stake aside from a couple of pudding pops. Yet the creators bring real gravitas to the moment with dramatic music and intense angles. As intimidating as the slide appears, Chuckie conquers his fears and emerges as a big, brave dog. The relatable nature of Chuckie's anxiety is partly why we rewatched this scene so many times.
I made it, you guys! I made it! Look, I'm on top of the world!
It was so convenient having this episode on the Chuckie the Brave VHS. Number 10, Sam dresses as Cat. Sam and Cat. Although this series only lasted a season, the pairing of Sam Puckett and Cat Valentine was bound to result in some rewatchable shenanigans. Where Sam is street smart and rough around the edges, Cat is sweet and naive.
That was dice!
Shut up.
Sam, I'm serious! Look! The spell I did was to turn a human person into a beast! And a monkey is a beast!
Is there a spell in there that'll turn my mom into a woman with a job?
Their polar opposite personalities make for a memorable dynamic, especially when Cat dresses Sam up as herself for Satterween. Sam trades in her blonde locks for Cat's signature red hair. She completes the look by putting on Cat's high-pitched voice.
You're supposed to say it like me.
Okay,
Hi! I'm Cat Valentine. Simple things confuse me.
They say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, but Sam's impression is clearly meant as an insult.
'Cause I look like an idiot.
No, you look just like me.
Sam does such a good job at capturing Cat's likeness that they could be mistaken for twins. At least that's what a creepy guy with a doll daughter says. Number 9, featuring Snoop Dogg, Big Time Rush. Big Time Rush landed several notable guest stars for their Christmas special, including Miranda Cosgrove and Fabio. It's Snoop Dogg who steals the show, however, lending his voice to not just one, but 2 musical numbers. The rapper kind of owes the guys after his limo hits Gustavo.
Please tell me I didn't just hit a reindeer.
Snoop Dogg! It's a Christmas miracle!
Snoop gets animated for the Yard Squirrels, which calls Alvin and the Chipmunks to mind.
I don't want to fight him or disappoint him. If Snoop can't beat him, I might as well join him.
Let's just say that Dave Seville ain't got nothing on Snoop. In addition to this ode to pajamas, Snoop and the guys put a fresh spin on the 12 Days of Christmas.
On the first day of Christmas, Snoop gave to me
a song for your Christmas EP.
Snoop certainly contributed to this episode's rewatchability. All we want for Christmas is more Snoop. Number 8, Romeo and Juliet. Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold kept kids on pins and needles, wondering if the titular football head would ever get together with Helga.
If only I could find the strength to tell him how much I adore him. If only there was some way I could let him know. Some way I could whisper my secret adoring thoughts, soothe his fevered brow. Dare I even think it, kiss the lips that haunt my girlish dreams.
The season 3 finale gave fans what they wanted when the two finally shared a kiss. Granted, it's only in a play, but that doesn't take away from the significance of the moment. It's also fitting that the play would be Romeo and Juliet, as Helga is essentially a Shakespearean figure.
The play's the thing, the way for me to finally tell Arnold how I feel about him. What could be more perfect than this? To confess the love that dared not pass these lips, then seal them to my loves in one sweet, tender kiss.
With Arnold as Romeo and Helga as Juliet, the play reaches its tragic climax where the star-crossed lovers take their lives. Before plunging the prop dagger into her heart, Helga lays one on Arnold's lips, and maybe gets a little too into character. Having waited almost 3 years for this, many rewatches followed. Number 7. The Fall of Splinter, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The 2012 Ninja Turtles reboot appeased old fans and new, embracing the franchise's goofy side while also returning to its darker roots. Being a so-called kids network though, we didn't expect a main character to meet a brutal end. This made Splinter's last stand all the more shocking.
My nightmares will end, for tonight you will finally perish.
Indeed. I will end your nightmares, Chuckie. Permanently!
Although it appears Splinter has thwarted Super Shredder, we're alerted to the impending danger as Leo looks up and lets out a scream of agony. Shredder sneaks up from behind and attacks Splinter, sending him falling to his doom.
And now, Hamato Yoshi dies!
The Turtles can't believe that their father is gone, and neither can the audience.
No, please!
While Splinter later resurfaces as a spirit, his demise is permanent, contributing to this scene's drama, anguish, and rewatch value. Number 6. Repairman-Man-Man-Man-Man. All That had several recurring characters who never failed to bring the laughs. While it's hard for us to declare a favorite, the Repairman sketches are perhaps the most rewatchable.
Blinking is good! Please don't not repairing! Please! Please, I'm begging you!
We never knew when Repairman might appear. All we knew that is when he did drop by, he'd do so quite literally through the roof.
What was that?
That was me! I'm Repairman-Man-Man-Man-Man! Oh, yes? Oh, you breaking my roofer. You're welcome.
Repairman could never fix the roofs he fell through, but he could repair... Actually, he couldn't repair anything. Rest assured that if something was broken, be it a VCR, a faucet, or a relationship, Repairman would only amplify the destruction. Just as Repairman gave his catchphrase its own echo, we could watch these sketches over and over again.
What's with the echo? Echo schmecko! Now stand aside while I fix your jetpack. Jetpack? This is number 1.
Number 5. Rejected, Zoe 101. Having your own personal cheer squad might seem like a perk. When Logan enlists Zoe, Lola, and Nicole to cheer his awesomeness though, he gets more than he bargains for. The three go all out, cheering an annoyed Logan out of a sound sleep.
Hey Logan! Wake up! Hey Logan! Wake up! This ain't no time to sleep! No, hey Logan! Wake up! Get on your feet!
They're just getting fired up as they cheer along with Logan's daily activities. This includes asking a girl out and getting rejected. The trio adds to Logan's disappointment with an insultingly joyful cheer.
Rejected! Rejected! Yeah, you just got rejected! R-E-J-E-C-T-E-D rejected! R-E-J-E-C-T-E-D rejected!
This scene is rewatchable for a few reasons. The cheer is undeniably catchy, and seeing Logan further humiliated is ever so satisfying. On top of that, most of us know all too well what it's like to be rejected, and this cheer sadly rings true. Number 4. Jade with no eyebrows, Victorious. You haven't seen Jade West get angry until you've watched this scene. Running through the halls in terror, Kat reveals that something happened while waxing Jade's eyebrows.
We were hanging out last night and she asked me to do her eyebrows.
Do what to him?
Make them look neater and nicer. Girl, let's do that. We groom each other like monkeys.
As an infuriated Jade charges onto the scene, the music suggests that we're in store for a classic Benny Hill chase. Of course, it turns out that someone is actually playing the saxophone.
Don't touch him!
Once Jade is restrained, she unveils her browless forehead.
Don't say a word.
We had to pause our TV sets to let all of our laughter out before replaying this scene again. Throughout the remainder of the episode, Jade continues to hunt Kat down, finally getting her revenge.
I fell asleep during study hall. Jade found me.
You know what they say, an eye for an eye, an entire head of hair for eyebrows. Number 3, Carly and Freddie kiss. iCarly. Speaking of victorious, listening to Tori Vega and Carly Shay's Leave It All to Shine left us wanting more. No moment in iCarly was more anticipated, however, than the titular character's kiss with Freddie.
That was scary. And wet.
The event even drew in 11.2 million viewers upon first airing, setting an all-time record for the series. Since then, we've rewatched this scene in particular countless times. The long-awaited kiss comes after Freddie pushes Carly out of a taco truck's path and takes a hit for her.
You have a broken leg and your hand's all smushed and it's all my fault.
It's not your fault.
Yeah, it is.
Although Carly continually rejected Freddie in the past, this act of bravery changes her perception.
Everyone at school is saying you're a hero.
I don't feel like a hero.
Well, you are one. To me.
Visiting him later, she gives Freddie a kiss worthy of a hero. Unfortunately, the moment is cut short by Freddie's mother, who fends Carly off with underpants. Number 2, chocolate? SpongeBob SquarePants. With a show as quotable and meme-worthy as SpongeBob, it wasn't easy to limit ourselves to one choice.
If you could have anything in the world right now, what would it be?
More time for thinking.
If we had to single out a moment that always makes us scream laugh, however, it would have to be this. Selling chocolate door to door, SpongeBob and Patrick are confused and disturbed by their first customer's response. Out of nowhere, the customer starts shouting chocolate in an unhinged manner.
Chocolate? Chocolate! Chocolate! Chocolate!
It's hilariously never explained why the customer reacts in such a manic fashion, even as he chases SpongeBob and Patrick down. When he finally catches them, the customer's explosive personality diffuses as he offers to buy every chocolate bar.
Now that I've got you right where I want you, I'd like to buy all your chocolate.
Thank you for your patronage.
Whenever you hear someone roar chocolate at the top of their lungs, you know what they're referencing. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Aang takes away Ozai's bending. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Avatar might be the most rewatchable show in the Nickelodeon library. That said, there are any number of moments from the 3 seasons that could have topped this list. It only makes sense, however, that we'd give our number 1 spot to the moment the series was building towards. Aang facing off against Fire Lord Ozai.
We don't have to fight! You have the power to end it here and stop what you're doing!
You are right. I do have the power. I have all the power in the world!
Although we always knew that Aang would inevitably fight Ozai, we all wondered how the Avatar could stop the Fire Lord without betraying his ethics.
Everyone, even my own past lives, are expecting me to end someone's life. But I don't know if I can do it.
Aang finds the most peaceful resolution possible by unlocking the power of energy bending, taking away Ozai's firebending abilities.
In the era before the Avatar, we bent not the elements, but the energy within ourselves.
The clashing colors of fiery orange with bright blue creates a perfect contrast between our hero and villain, as balance is finally brought to the 4 nations. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.